And I had the mic muted again. Ugh. Hate when I do that. So yeah, let's see what we're going to do today. We're going to go to Sandoria, Northern Sandoria. Go to the entrance. Yes. Okay, so let me see here. I need to go back up. Peace for the Spirit. Okay, so we need to go to and kill the... Yes, okay. So I remember where we were last Thursday. We're going to go do that today. So we can get our lovely chapeau on top of our head and continue on looking fabulous. Let's see. Teleportation assistance. The closest we can get to, I believe. That's not what we want. We want to go to. Yes. Oh, we're getting a cutscene. So that was something that happened over the weekend as well. While I was doing some other quests, I ended up activating a quest. I can feel its power run through me. So, there is a cutscene that happened while I was not. And I've started doing the activation for the Summoner quest. I'm trying not to actively go after it until we get further along, but we will do that at some point. GFET, thank you so much for the redeem. Appreciate you being in chat. Okay, let's see. I remember where my... Yep, there we are. Okay. Off we go to the yin to kill a miserly mister. That's perfectly fine. I'm glad to see you here all the same. I hope you're doing well. I mean, life gets busy, and I understand that fully. Believe me. Have you heard of Final Fantasy 11? I know a lot of people, they've heard of 14, let alone played it, but 11 is the previous game, so that's what we're playing tonight. That's fair. That's fair. A lot of people don't realize that the Final Fantasy games are actually not linked particularly in any way. It's like they're not even always in the same universe. They have a lot of the same traits and stuff, like chocobos, Moogles, Cactuar. The magic system is pretty similar all the way through, but there is no like story linkage necessarily. The only one that's done that is 14, but that's kind of a special case because 14, even though it has its own story that it's done, it links in other content from the other games, kind of as a tribute to the previous versions. And they do collabs and stuff too. So they've done a collab with 11, they've done a collab with 16. I think they did one with 13. They've done one with 10 and stuff like that. So 11 was their first attempt at it, and it actually is completely and fully its own thing, other than the couple collabs they've done. So this game was launched in America back in 2002, I think. So it is nearly turning a quarter century old. And it used to be one of the harder games. So if you know of like EverQuest or like Ultima or some of the earlier MMOs, this was kind of that style. It's not as cookie cutter as WoW, because WoW hadn't been made yet. So it is a little bit more esoteric, yeah. Well, and the graphics actually look nicer because I actually went and got. There's been some people who've made mods. They've taken the textures and upscaled them, so these actually look nicer than originally did. I actually have some visual enhancements that are being plugged into the game right now to make it look better. But yeah, it is very PlayStation 2 style, because this was on the PlayStation, this was on Xbox, and this was on PC. You can only play it on PC now. But yeah. Oh, and then I wanted to send a message in my chat, link up to the link shell. Oh yeah? I won't be touching For Honor in a little bit, I think. Yeah, For Honor was one of those games that's like, I played through it, but it's still one of those games that just doesn't resonate with me really strongly. Other games have kind of grabbed my interest, yeah. I don't know if we can play story together, because I have played through it, but I'm not sure if I'm able to do that. Yeah. I did recognize, when did I look at it? I think I was looking at it a little bit because, there were things that you were telling me to do in the chat while I was playing and they weren't working. It's because during story mode, it doesn't have any of the changes that multiplayer has. So there were moves that you were trying to have me do that didn't work because they don't implement in story. Okay, now, load up. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. Let's see. Photo. We want to get our healer. And we want to get our... Ooh, who should we do instead? Yeah, and well, it's a thing of the... kind of weird right now because I have decided that I want to try and tackle a lot of the bigger games that have multiplayer in them that are more likely going to shut down. I doubt that For Honor is going to shut down its servers relatively soon, but I know that sometimes some games are. So I've actually, there's a list down in the About Me page of games that I kind of like want to try and tackle before they potentially shut down, because games are getting delisted left, right, and center these days, and while I try and keep track of them, I don't have lots of them. Oh, there's a streamer that I've jumped into her chat a couple times. She plays that pretty regularly. I have no interest in it. I'm not a slasher film kind of guy. So, and I understand the interest in playing playing asymmetrical games, but it's really hard to find a balance with those a lot of times, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, a lot of those multiplayer games, they need new people and stuff. Yeah, I can imagine that it did. Well, I'm sure it was going to be a matter of, we can't hold the servers up, so we have to do something. Yeah. Well, and it was interesting because I don't remember where I saw it, but there was something along the lines of like Friday the 13th was going to get a resurgence, while Texas Chainsaw Massacre was kind of going into maintenance mode. I only vaguely remember this. It was like one of them started going out of favor, the other one launched, and now they're kind of done a reversal. Yeah, so for the time being, I'm trying not to touch any more like long-term multiplayer games, unless it's something more or less new or something that isn't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's sad because a lot of these companies, they're usually AA companies. They're smaller companies that do these. They're smaller studios, and they just don't have the same. Yeah. Yeah, that's always really frustrating. There was a game I was playing many years ago. It was a free-to-play that came out. It was called Dreadnought, I think. Big spaceship PvP battle thing. I played probably 3 matches and then then decided to not play the game for a little bit, and suddenly 3 years passed and the game is shutting down. I was like, I didn't get to play it at all. And it just kind of absolutely disappointed me, because I was like, this is kind of a cool game. Okay, now, while we're here, Iron Brigade. No, I don't think so. It sounds vaguely familiar. Was that the one where you're inside controlling a tank? Oh, and fight against aliens? Oh, no, I don't know Iron Brigade then. No. I didn't have an Xbox 360 growing up, so I wouldn't know, but yeah. I do remember there was one, it was Iron Brigade. Was this Steel Battalion, I think? Is that the one I'm thinking of? They had this giant controller with joysticks and stuff, and it basically was like the front panel of your tank, and you controlled it, or something like that. Really unique idea. Okay, now we have to find Miser Murphy. It's supposed to spawn in this area. Okay, so it should be in this area. There's a chance that somebody killed it. Wait, Steel Brigade, wait. Because I know that there was one that was like a mech, but it was like class system, so you had like artillery and scout and things like that. So you ran around multiplayer online, and you had to like stick like different attachments on it, so you could have wheels, and it had like a weight distribution things. Early kind of customizable mech game on Xbox, because I think I remember that one. Never played it. Saw it though, and I was like, oh, that's cool. think I remember it. Okay, well, the notorious monster I have to kill is not in the zone right now, so either somebody killed it, which I find... Oh, nope, I'm just blind. Here he is. Okay, so, before we go do anything, let's go ahead and buff ourselves up a little bit. Oh, I'm back on my warrior macros. Let's go change that. Add a macro onto my red mage. Confirm, all right. Okay, so let's see. We need to freshen ourselves. I'm gonna... I have not made a Discord yet. I just haven't had the time because I've been looking for work as well as getting a part-time job, which hasn't given me any hours for like 2 weeks. I have been starting to think about it. I don't know where to start though. I haven't even started looking into like making a server for myself, so... Okay, so we did that, and then we want to do a... I think we want to do a thing, magic. Let me think about it a little bit, honestly. I'm not sure. Okay, let's attack this thing. No, don't you dare. I really do appreciate the gesture. I appreciate the offer. Let me think about it for a little bit, and because it's something that I would like to figure out. I just need to look into it specifically. Okay, I can't get rid of his ice spikes. Oh, yes. What day is it? It is Dark Day, so it's not going to help. Let's go against... Oh, we'll do fire. There he goes. Is he down? No, he's not down. Annoying stinker, isn't he? Oh, a mod member or something like that? As of right now, I don't think I have need of a mod necessarily because I have bots doing that right now, and my channel is so small with so little traffic. However, in the future, if I get, get a little bit bigger community, having a mod would not hurt. But for the time being, I don't see a point necessarily, if that makes sense. Because everything, the way I have it set up and just how little traffic I now get, it seems a little bit of a waste of energy. However, in the future, like I said, if I'm able to get, if I'm getting like more community and I have people continually in my chat, then yeah, a mod would be nice to have. Okay, so here is Rainmard. Dark, so dark. I can't move. Somebody, free me from this place. Free me from this darkness. Still have something I need to tell her. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now that we've done that, let me go ahead and close that page. Go back to this. Okay. Okay, now I need to go. I need to go back into. Yeah, so I need to go back to. I need to go back home. Yep, all for that attack. Go ahead and hike ourselves out. Looks like somebody's here leveling, potentially. It looks like it's... Oh, it's a blue mage. Interesting. First mate of the freelancers. He would be first sergeant. Yeah, I can certainly see that. Captain, maybe? I still have to think of the ranks, but yeah. So going back to the For Honor stuff, I've not been playing For Honor, but I have been playing Watch Dogs. I've been getting myself through that. I'll actually be finishing that up. Let me see. I'll be finishing the story this Friday, I'm sure. And then I just have to go around doing all the world type stuff. But yeah. Now, where's that book? There it is. The original. The first one, actually. I won't fully finish it because I got the base game for free through Epic, but it doesn't have the DLC or anything like that, so I can't finish up the achievements net right now. But yeah, let's see. I need to go to field support. And then circumstantial... Nope. Hey, I appreciate it. Okay, let's see here. We need to go to... we'll just do... Yeah, we'll just do repatriation. Beam me up, Scotty. Okay, now. And then I need to go back to South Sandoria. There should be a home point right there. Yes. Yeah, I totally feel that. So it was the first time of me playing a game that has you doing like shooting mechanics with a controller. So, I'm fairly bad at the game. I've died a few dozen times probably. I think I fail on like nearly every single mission that I've played for the game, the original Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs 2 is also available to me, so I will be playing through that at some point. Yeah, let's see. I finished up Marvel's Avengers for the most part. A large portion of the content I can't finish until I get my characters up to like max level, which is going to take a long time. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out something to play for Mondays, and then Fridays we're going to go back and play some 14. I'm going to play Final Fantasy 14. I've got story stuff that I can do. Okay, and then I need to talk to you, I think. All right. What? You travel to Fei Ying and you say the ghost of Rainmark needs help? I am sorry, friend, but I want nothing to do with this anymore. Okay, and then I have to talk to somebody. Oh. Do I talk to this guy? I think I talk to this guy. Well, after certain chests in Garland Cellar, I hear you can open it with a nail puller. I wonder if treasure's hidden within. On Watch Dogs, not normal NPCs, no. They try to avoid you like the plague. It's so funny. I'll go driving down the road, and even though I'm like on the road and I'm away from people, they keep yelling like, "We have roads for a reason. Learn how to drive." I was like, I'm on the road. Come on. Get off my back. Okay, so we talked to him. Okay, then we have to fight something here. Okay, go to Garland Citadel. Okay. So now I have to go kill another notorious monster in Garland Citadel this time. Okay, travel to another home point. Actually, we're gonna jump off to Juno and get this activated. Get this other quest activated. Let's see. Home point 1, there we go. I drive my car on the road because I'm a responsible citizen who's moonlighting as a dangerous vigilante with military-grade weapons and spec ops experience. I don't know. Driving on the walkway. Ah. Okay, Mott. Give me the spiel. So you think you're ready for the next challenge? Of course. That's a spirit. You never get anything in this world unless you really want it. An Orcish crest, an Orcish crest, a Quadav quest, and a Yugata quest. Bring me these 3 items here to me. I know you can do it. There's something different about you. I can feel it in my bones. All right. Got that activated. So Genkai 3 activate. Now that we've done that, let us go and all right, thank you so much for dropping by, man. Yep, and I hope to see you again soon. You know, you're welcome here anytime, and we'll try and get stuff going in the future. Believe me. Now let's see. So, nope. Actually, the book's in this area, isn't it? Yeah, let's go find the book. Dismissed. Okay, now we need to go to Kolshushu? No. Arganu. There we are. I want to jump down to Garland Citadel. Okay, now. Go to Garland Citadel G8 behind the first banishing gate. Okay, I know where that is. Click the oaken box in the first room on the left. This will spawn the guardian statue. Okay. Sometimes I still don't know where I'm going for all this. Okay. Okay. Summoner. Guys again. Let's see, and we'll probably go get Moru. That's fine. Okay, so switch down to here. Even though I'm higher level, I think stuff will still attack me, so let's be cautious here. Okay, so let's go ahead and run ourselves down to the Vanishing Gate. Okay, then, that off. Okay. So originally when you came to Garlange Citadel, you had to have 4 people, including yourself, to go step on these these pedestals here, these switches, to open up the doors. They've now made it so then there's an item that I went and got that allows me to open up the door by itself. Elium Necropolis, which is the other big ruins, had something similar. It has a bunch of switches and stuff inside. We'll go in there at some point. I had to go in there for one of my pieces of Red Mage armor, but I did that off stream. So, okay. Click the oak box in the first room to the left. So I'm guessing it's this room. Well, we've got stuff in here, so let's go ahead and attack it. I'd rather not have to fight extra stuff here. Okay, that one's gone. And it is still that day, so probably, if I had to guess, probably stone. Again, stone will be fine. Oh, we got a demonic weapon in here. Oh dear. With a lot of ice spikes, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some Barb Blazara. Oh, we've unlocked Spirits Within. Sweet. Oh no, we got that done last time. Never mind. We have Oka box here. Okay, spawn the Guardian statue. Okay, and beat him to get the nail puller. Oh, hi! Oh, that hurt. Starts casting Berserk, which I think increases his damage. Oh, he got a war cry from that. Okay, which is a damage boost. Spirits within. Oh, what was that? Hang on. That was something that, like, everybody got. What was that? It looked like everyone got refreshed, but I know that can't be true. We don't, there isn't a, well, it's just an ability or something. I don't know. We're getting there. Oh, I think I know what it was. Okay. Never mind. And there it goes. Ah, I got a nail puller. All right. Okay. Now that once we've done that, okay, now we need to trade to the oaken box, and we'll get a cutscene. Eh. Oh, thank you so much, Lucy. Thank you for coming in. Is this your first time in the chat? I think it is. It is indeed. Welcome, welcome, please. Yeah, that was the thing I remember the most about. That was the thing I remember the most playing this game back in 2007, 8, and 9 was getting to level 60 and trying to get all the armor. Now, just need to trade that nail puller. Where'd it go? Okay. Who are you? I'm sorry, someone killed me and hid my remains here. So long, I begged for someone to come release my trapped soul, but none heard my pleas. Now I am free. You have my thanks, but I have no time. I must go now. Okay. There we go. Gonna go ahead and run our way back to the... Oh, someone wants to get a sleep scroll? That's... The scroll is, like, it's only a few hundred, I think. Stupid cheap. Yeah, so Glucian, I played this a long time ago. I have started a fresh character, so I still have to do the limit breaks and everything like that, but I've been enjoying it so far. Both Red Mage and Warrior up to 60. White Mage is 49, I think. Black Mage got up to 20-something. Didn't quite hit 50. I played back during the time of when a lot of people thought was kind of the golden age. Wings of the Goddess was the latest expansion. 75 was still the level cap. And yeah. And Blue Mage was the coolest mage. Probably still is. I can't wait to do Blue Mage again. That'll be so much fun. I don't imagine getting all the spells will be, yeah. Oh, you were a WoW player? Never touched WoW. I was a Guild Wars guy. I started Guild Wars, and then I did this, and then I jumped around for the next few years playing games. Star Wars: The Old Republic. There were a bunch. Let's see. Tryon, Age of Wushu, I think.
Welcome to the Lancers.
A bunch of other things. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Got into 14 in college, which was 2014, I think. Yeah, kind of jumped all because there was like a Dungeons and Dragons one I did. I did the beta for. I played for like part of an afternoon for the beta of like Elder Scrolls Online or whatever. Haven't touched it since. I've gotten far more particular about what games I play. But it was weird. I don't remember what I was doing. That's right. I had been playing 14, and the latest 24-man raids came out, which is a collaboration with 11. So it was doing a lot of the original areas as bosses and stuff like that. I was like, oh man, this makes me feel nostalgic. So I was like, I want to learn back the history of the game, like the plot of everything. So I'm looking for videos, and I found someone who posted a few years ago, kind of like a review of like the game content, like when it was released, what you did in it, all that jazz, up to kind of like the current day. And I was like, I've watched this for a couple hours. I kind of want to get into the game again. And it very much was like these things of like, here's what's changed since during this time, you know, and it kind of won me over again. So I'm paying for the subscription again for a certain amount of time. There's my survival guide. Okay. I think the most interesting thing is that 11 still had, well, and the guy said it has like one of the best stories of any of the Final Fantasies, which I'm a little bit more skeptical of, but yeah. Let's see, we need to go back to Sandoria. North Sandoria, so we're going to zone back in. Supposed to get a cutscene right now, and then that finishes it up for this quest. Yes, here we are. A ghost of a red mage is in the church. The enemy's here. Knights, to arms! Father! Wait, Krilla, be not deceived. That is no father of yours. Krilla? Stop, Krilla. Prince Tryon. Knights, stand down. Krilla, drop your sword. I will not be defeated. Ah! Krilla! I am not afraid of defeat. Look out! A hair's breadth, I made it in time. Krilla, forgive me for exposing you to this danger. Father? True warrior does not shrink from defeat. My only regret was not teaching that to you. It seems that you have already learned, Krilla. My, how you have grown. Watch over her, Prince. You have my word. Long have I troubled you. When I appeared here, a minion of the dark followed me. For that I am sorry. This does not fully expiate my sins, but perhaps you may find use of it. Please accept it. Keep a watchful eye on this church. It's a pity I can say nothing more. No, the church has already got some sketchy stuff going on, so especially the Poshke. He's prejudiced as all heck. Krilla, I am relieved to see you standing tall. Though we shall never meet again, I want you to remember, you will always be my daughter. I will always watch over you. I shall return this watch. Carry it in memory of me. Now I must go. Farewell, my daughter. Father! I'll always be your daughter. Yeah, this guy. Shamonde. All right. Good. We did that in 50 minutes. My goodness. Wrong one. The Warlock Chapeau. What was it? Cat? Cat. In French, chapeau. In Spanish, it's El Gato with a sombrero. And that's a callback. All right. Fabulous. We now look the part. Woohoo! Okay, now. Sandoria, when you go to South Sandoria. So when I originally played the game, and I've said this before on stream, but I'm just letting you kind of in on it. I had kind of gone forward getting some of the missions done, but I never finished anything. At 75, it was still very hard to do stuff. And because trusts weren't a thing yet, you could barely do anything solo. Unless it was like low level. You know, and people were still hunting the notorious monster drops and, you know, all kinds of nasty and stuff. It seems like it's far nicer now, with the records of evidence and everything like that. Which I wish would have been in the game sooner, because it feels so nice to be able to have some of these available to you. Okay, we got one step done. Let's go get the second part done. I want to do, is it Infiltrate Devoy? I think it is. Infiltrate Devoy, yes. You come just at the right time. Prince Tryon wants a word with you. It seems he's heard of you and have received your adventure certificate. Head to the chambers of Prince Tryon and sit inside Chateau de Oriol as soon as you're presentable. Ugh, French pronunciation. I feel like I need to try and say... when I try speaking French, it feels like a lot of the time I have to not move my lips, but still try to do the consonant. Still do the consonants. Current region, North Sandoria, and 2. I actually have done very little inside of the chateau, other than talking to Carilla and talking to Halver. I've not really explored it. Well, and going down to going down into the dungeons. Okay, let's see. Okay, so when you go through front there, go kind of into the garden area. Oh, I can't go into the Great Hall. Shoot, how do I get there then? How do I get there? Hey, Budai. It's nice to see you again. Oh, through this door. Doi. Going good. We have gotten a couple jobs up to 60. And we're working on getting up to rank 4, so we can do both Genkai 3 and the Magicite mission together. Okay, next cutscene. Death, many of those speaking of triumphs in the name of Sandoria. Much have I heard of your journeys abroad, how you fought nether beasts in the lair of the enemy. The return of the Shadow Lord is at hand. Perhaps never will the hand of evil be banished from this world. Always will be the righteous stand up to face it. Am I not right, Jenna? Uh-huh. The Royal Knights have but a single purpose, to exterminate the orcs who ravage our lands. We sent scouts ahead to the orc stronghold of Devoy. They are to report on the orcs' numbers, map the territory, and find their lines of supply. Once such knowledge is ours, we shall strike. But the scouts' report has not yet arrived. What could this mean? But the Temple Knights have always sent scouts to Devoy. On whose orders? BBWW, please, thank you for joining the chat. Come and stay a while. Head Yoshu. I knew it. What matters made him do this? Oh, we must not be dismayed, Death, I want you to head to the boys straight away. Seek the Royal Knight Gwenmerconk, Crond, and take his Royal Knight's Devoy report. Now, make haste. Okay. I think did I already kill stuff in Devoy? I think I did. Give me a second. trust. Take a look at the quest, the objectives list, and it is region. No. Excuse me. I need something to exercise my vocal cords. I like getting scratchy throat. I know it's in here somewhere, is it not? The boy. Yes, I've already got it. Okay. Let's enter the boy, and then we need to figure out where our scout is. Go ahead and leave the chateau. Let's go ahead and teleport ourselves to the books. Yes, breathe. I'm going to warp to a book. Okay, and then we need to grab from Norvalin. Good boy. Here we are. Ah, Gene Wilder. One of my favorite actors. Love Gene Wilder. Ah, cutscene. Roshafong. In Vadaram. I see. Just a waste of time. I assume that's because the orcs, too, were searching for something that... Well, no matter. The fact is, there's someone else who's looking for the sword. And either they've got to it first, or... I must inquire with my sister. At her coming of age, she learned all there was to know of the sword from our father. Nuisance. Will you lend me a hand, Vondermont? I know my sister has left something for me, and I tend to find it. So, we've seen him in previous cutscenes. He got up trying to ask about the late queen. So, I'm not fully aware what this could be. There is a... It's coming on my mind that he is a potential, like, relative of the royal family or something. That, like, the queen was his sister or something like that. I don't know. Okay, hug the right wall until the path turns north, and you will find a three-way intersection. Make a left, and you will come to a bridge at H7. H7 is right... Is, there. Okay. H7... Stay on the bridge and remain invisible as long as you can. An NPC will walk towards you. Ah, okay. Let's go ahead and summon a couple of the trusts, though. Just to make it easier. We'll go ahead and grab Tenzin. I do find it slightly interesting that every time I run into a playable character in like a dungeon area or something, they will check my character. I mean, that was something that always happened. People will always check on you, and you find out that they're looking at you and stuff. But it just feels a little odd now. It's like, why do you need to look at me? It feels weird. I don't know why. I don't know why I get that distinct feeling. It really does not matter. Truth be told. Okay, so. So is this the location H7? Yeah, there's a bridge here. Okay, so apparently he's around here. Oh, he's off there. Okay. That's the scout. What? I apologize, but I'm in quite a hurry. What is this? You were ordered by Prince Tryon to return with a report? Wonderful. To tell the truth, I've been lost for the past few days. I cannot make heads or tails of where I'm going in this dreadful place. Without this vile report, the Royal Knights will be in the dark. Assistance is greatly appreciated. Here is the report. Now hurry back to Prince Tryon. Even Devoy, the Royal Knight Bernal, and his Tataru companion are waiting for assistance. Must make haste to deliver that report to Prince Tryon. Okay, so. Oh, I canceled my protect. I didn't want to do that. Again. Okay, we'll go give it to... I wonder why little Jabu just kind of followed me around. That's interesting. I don't know if he was on the same quest or whatever, but seemed a little odd. One way or another. Okay, into the chateau again. And we just have to go and deliver to Prince Tryon. Very simple, very easy. You're back. Quick, show me the Royal Knights Devoy report. What a report! We must send troops immediately! No, but wait. This matter requires more than Royal Knights. Confound it, we need Temple Knights as well. Performa, where are Peju and Corellia? Your Highness, Lady Corellia is in the course of the Temple Knights. As for Prince Pioja, yes, your mission is over. Thank you. As you so say, my prince. Okay, wonderful. Now, we need to go take a look and see if we need to go trade some crystals in or something. I don't think we do. We're going to go in. Right. So I'm doing a small change here. While I have not skipped missions before, we're going to skip this next one because it requires me to catch a crystal bass, which is very much an RNG thing. I don't know how long that'll take, and I'd rather not do it because I would need to go get a fishing pole, which means I have to go find a fishing pole, or get one or make one or whatever. And I really have no interest in doing that, all things considered. Final Fantasy XIV is far more interesting with the crafting and gathering stuff. I actually like that. In this game, no. Not in the slightest. So, we are going to go back, and I will actually do a swap over to the a video archive of somebody who's done that quest, so we don't miss the story. I just don't have to play it. So we're going to go back to San Sidoria, back to the entrance. And then I will mute that game, and I'll swap the video over to the web browser and try and get that hooked up so then we can watch the cutscenes that we need to, and then we can continue on. So, something that doesn't happen with a lot of modern games now, but happens with this one, is that there were extra missions that you can do. If you had enough credit, you could actually skip it. See, the Crystal Spring would be the next one. We're actually going to do the appointment to Juno, which is our last one for rank 3. It will get us rank 4. So, and this also takes us to a new location, which I've been trying to avoid very specifically because I didn't want to trigger a cutscene. We'll be going back to Quiffum Island and going into Lower Delphoot. We'll go into the Delphoot Tower. I think that might start up a mission for Chains of Promathia. I'm not sure though. So give me a second here. We need to mute that game. We need to go to, where is it? Yes. So we're going to pull this up. I think this is all kind of goofed up too. Hit to screen. Let's do that. Yeah, that'll do. I think that'll be fine enough. We need to move over to the video itself. Give me a second here. I want to make sure that the audio actually comes through too. So. Oop. The video started up. Okay, so. I want to make sure that this works as intended. So let's go ahead and jump that over. And give me 1 second. I need to mute it on my side because I'm still hearing the audio. So yeah, stream reception. Yeah. If I do this much more often, I'm going to have to set up a different screen to get this all worked up. So yeah, give me a second here. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, we'll mute that for now. And then we have the screen here. So this is the cutscene that we'd be seeing for this. So this is not my character. This is the person who did this. So. Oh, and you know what? We actually need to go. We need to make you go away. F8. They're saying nothing was actually taken. That is right, Lord Halver. I've been ransacking the treasure vaults by the chambers of Leetno de Oriol. What could they have been after? The chambers are as they were when the queen passed away. Might she have left something of importance? Jewelry went all untouched. It's possible that thieves mistook the queen's chambers for another room. However, it's come to my attention that a copy of the castle floor plans has been circulating outside the castle. If the thieves possess these floor plans, then perhaps they have motives other than just stealing treasure. That may be true, but even with a copy of the castle floor plans, it would still take a skilled thief indeed to hide from all the guards in the chateau. According to the gardener, our visitor was a party of 2 elven, who we already know. We just met them in Devoy. It's come to my attention that thieves have ransacked the queen's chambers. Inform me immediately of what was stolen. Please be at ease, your holiness. The temple knights have determined that the thieves stole nothing from the chateau. Preposterous. If so, why did the thieves enter in the first place? Maybe the queen had something hidden. Pardon me, your holiness, but what do you mean by something? If I knew, I wouldn't be asking you. But thieves would not enter without a purpose. Of course, your holiness. I will order the temple knights to continue their investigation and have them inform you if they find anything. I shall be waiting for your report. Not even the goddess Altana will forgive such a crime. Seems we will have a visitor. So this is Corvana. She's the person who's got, like, all of the cutscenes from the game. So, you were sent to stop the thieves? Well, as you can see, they have already escaped. Considering we know nothing of the thieves, we futile to send out a search party. However, an adventurer such as yourself, with connections to many more places than me, inquire with the gardener. He's the only one who saw the thieves. He may tell you something of importance. So apparently, we've missed the first part of the cutscene. The instigation is that that thieves broke in and they stole something. This is the cutscene of actually coming to do it, which is inquiring about the thieves and everything. So, I know you. You're the adventurer Corvana. You want to know about the thieves that broke into the queen's chambers? Well, I didn't see anything special. All I saw was 2 suspicious-looking elven. When I yelled at them, they ran off. That'd be all. But I swear I've seen one before, the one with blue armor. Chavateau, what has happened to my mother's chambers? When I went to give some water to the flowers, I passed by some temple guards. New character. I am so sorry, Your Highness. Last night, some thieves broke into the late queen's chambers. And to make matters worse, the scoundrels are still on the loose. Oh, what has become of the once mighty Chateau d'Orléans? I do not know what to say. I knew something was wrong when I found my mother's diary in a strange place. Your Highness, you say you saw something out of the ordinary? Chavateau, something's amiss. Could you please come to my chambers later? Farewell, Lady Corvana. May you find the thieves that disgraced our great kingdom. So I assume this is the princess and is the sister potentially to Tryon and Piaget. So I can only assume. First time I've seen her. First time you guys have seen her on stream. So there's no indication of what's there. Oh. Ah, and here's the king. First time we've seen him. I am Destin, king of Stendoria. Please be at ease. I have heard of you from Claude. Much have you done for the kingdom, it seems. As I'm sure Lord Helvar has told you, he decided to appoint you to serve in the embassy of Stendoria of Juno. Actually, this is the wrong one. I'm going to be doing this. So that was our quest. So we figured out that the 2 elven that we're talking about had snuck into the queen's chambers, which apparently has been enclosed and not touched the whole time that we were there. And it was thought they stole something, but it looks like they probably just read the queen's diary, which is weird, but it's not the nasty that we were expecting. And that's all we know as far as that. But it seems to be these 2 guys that keep showing up. It's Ronchame and Fondermeyer that keep showing up. So I'm assuming that later on in the Sandorian story, we will see them more often. But for the time being, we only know their names, and they keep trying to look for something. They're looking for a sword or something like that. So, yeah, that's probably a story that's going to be kind of off on its own for a little bit. One way or another. We are going to go ahead and continue on with where we're going to next. Okay. So we can do the appointment to Juno. Ah, it's you, Jeff. You've come at a good time. I've news for you. By order of the Kingdom of Sandoria, you are to head to Juno as an ambassadorial attaché. That is all. You'll take the mission then? Yep. Go to Chateau Orléans. Marlene Halver will tell you all that you need to know. Give me 1 second. Close that off. That down. Okay, I think we're good. Is the audio coming back in through? Okay, it is. Good. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. From what I can remember, and from what I've told, some of the missions that you start before you start doing the going to Juno and doing the main story quest, a lot of it was to do with the nation, and some of the earlier stuff is just filler missions with the idea that it gives you some world building, but it doesn't do a whole lot. That's kind of how I took that stuff. Nope, we actually don't want to do the entrance one. We want to do that one. So it gives us a little world context, but it doesn't do anything for the big story. And then after you do rank 6, you eventually get around to the later stuff, and it kind of will finish up the plots that are started in previously. Unless you are trying to get everything done, a lot of people don't touch past 6, because by 6 you get your airship certificate, which allows you to travel between the nations from Juno and stuff, and a couple other things. Other than that, you really don't miss much. I've been waiting for you, Jenna. As you've probably already heard from the Gatehouse, you were to report to the Embassy of Sandoria at Juno. Our relations with Juno are vital to maintaining the balance of power between our kingdoms of Sandoria, Windurst, and Baston. You will receive your letter of introduction at Juno from His Majesty Royal Destin himself. Great honor this is. Yoda Ivy. Proceed through the door to the audience chamber. The king is waiting for you. Remember to mind protocol. You've been granted an audience with the king. So, click on this, and we get that cutscene that I just started back on the video thing. Whenever we do a quest that's like a quest chain or something that I need to do or something like that, I will show a video if I already seen the cutscene. Like I'll do for Summoner, the cutscene that I've already seen. So then you guys have the context and I have record of the cutscene itself. So. Welcome, Jenna. I am Destin, King of Sandoria. Please be at ease. I've heard from you from Claude. Much have you done for the kingdom, it seems. As I'm sure Lord Halvra has told you, we decided to appoint you to serve in the Embassy of Sandoria at Juno. Recently we lost one of our staff there, but do not be alarmed, for you shall serve under my direct appointment. Take this letter of introduction with you and depart for Juno. Oh, I thought it was the knight saying that. It was the king. Whoops. The embassy has been informed and is expecting you. Show the letter to any of the staff there. Depart as soon as you are able. So first I'm seeing the king. First I'm seeing the princess. Safe journeys, Jeff. Okay. We are on our way. Give me a second here. I need to go back at the quests. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to work. it is now fire day, so if we do any end spells, we'll put on end fire. See, and previously you would have to like hike your way all the way over to Juno, which is a pain in the keister. But thankfully, the home points make this so much easier. All right. Oh, finally popped that shoulder. Oh, it's been stiff basically all day, and I just flexed my deltoid stuff and just popped the shoulder. Oh, great. Okay, so now we need to go to the console. Where is it? There it is. Okay, I need to trade the Nalcabrit. Where is that? Oh, do I not trade? Do I just talk? Yes, okay. Welcome to the Sandorian Embassy. You require assistance. Good day, Jeth. The court has notified us about you, but I'm afraid the ambassador is away at the moment. You've heard of Delphook Tower, have you not? The ambassador is presently expecting in that area. Her Excellency is scheduled to return soon, however. Good day. Wolfgang. Ah, one of the Juno guards. Why, Lord Wolfgang? To what do we owe this honor? I seek audience with your ambassador. I'm sorry, but Her Excellency has gone to investigate Delphook's Tower. Delphook's Tower? What kind of investigation is it? I would ask your embassy to avoid such dangerous places, or is it by order of your nation? Excuse me, is the ambassador in residence? Mon what business have you here? Wolfgang, how have you been? The ambassador has a rare affliction. It's time for a checkup. I say this to you as a friend. Keep a safe distance from foreign dignitaries. I've told you before that disease knows no borders. Every patient needs a doctor. Nationality and status matter not. You haven't changed a bit, I see. You should take special care, my friend, lest you come to regret it. Advise your ambassador against these careless adventures. I shall return later. Good day. Stingy stinker. Well, I can't give checkups without a patient. Please convey how sorry that I missed the ambassador, and I'll call again later. Sir Wolfgang is the captain of the guard for Archduke Camelot. I wonder what business he had with Her Excellency. Ah, but it's a good thing you are here. Why don't you go to Delphook's Tower and report on the ambassador's progress? Fitting task for the newcomer. Tread lightly, as the place is crawling with fiends. It will behoove you to purchase arms in town and to travel in the company of fellow adventurers. Of course, you were promoted for a reason, so I have my utmost faith in your success. Best of luck to you. So, where are we? Okay, we're nearing 8 o'clock for me. I don't know if we're going to get... Well, we'll probably get most of the way done with this. I don't know how far we have to go. I don't know how long this is going to take. If I vaguely remember pulling from memory that's... Geez, 15 years old. The last time I did this, we basically hiked our way up to the top, and then somebody tractor beamed me through the cement tower. Here we'll be going up from the base. We'll be starting from scratch, more or less. So, we'll see how this goes. Oh, and we can go right there from the book. Teleportation assistance. And we want to go all the way down to Quiffum. Yether. All right. So, yeah, we'll see what this is. I don't know if there is a cutscene. I bet there is. If there is, there might be a chance that I could like postpone it for a little while until I actually start doing Chains of Promathia. We'll have to see. I know that for majority of the side quests, majority of the mission quests I've gotten from like the add-ons and stuff, I was able to stop and say, let's not watch it now. I'm hoping that Chains of Promathia is the same thing. We'll see. Okay, looks like it's loaded in. Ah, okay, cool. We can hold off until later. That's great. And we can watch from doing the Tales beginnings. Sweet. That's awesome. I love that. Okay, so we're going to do a couple things here. Number one, what is that? Seed fragment. I don't know what these seed fragment things are. Tales beginning, we don't want to touch that. But we do want this book. Survival guide. Okay. Now, we need to figure a way up the tower. How do we do this? Okay. Go all the way up the tower to kill Porphyrion. Get the map. Both maps can be purchased from... Yep. Going up the tower, there are 10 floors, divided into 3 parts, linked by teleport. Here are the locations of the stairs and teleports. So, first floor in the northwest is A. Okay. So, I think we need to actually travel around. And I probably should summon people in here. Even though I probably don't get attacked by anything, I'd rather not get surprised. Oh, and I'm the first time of being in here, therefore, I can also activate... When in doubt, go the long way. When in doubt, consult the Wikipedia. That's what you do. Let's see, we need to go to the region. And it's going to be 4th area, I think. Is it? Oh, because it's 3 different zones. It's lower, middle, and up, isn't it? We've got 3 zones that we can go through. Well, it's something I can do for one of my other characters because I have an experience guide put up on my web browser here, and it said that from 25 or so to 50, this area is the best for experience. And I'm going to go by that judgment because I've actually leveled up in other areas, and even though it was fast, this area will be probably faster because I only have to go to one area rather than jumping around. Okay, we'll grab Koltada. So, Glucian, I would assume that you are a player of Final Fantasy XI, or were, at least? Okay, currently playing after a long break. Yep, same as me. What's your favorite job? What do you like playing as? Oh, a lot is new for you? Yeah, same for me. Like I said, whenever you level... so you have no preference. You love playing all the jobs, more or less. No, I totally get it. No, yeah, so like I said, when I played, Wings of the Gods was the latest content. So Seekers of Adeline, the Trusts, all that jazz. I think I played for a few months in 2016, according to my emails and stuff like that for like payment and things. I played for a handful of months just to kind of get used to stuff. I don't remember that happening. If I did, it was for only a short time. So, No, it's been interesting seeing people who have joined the link show I'm currently in, as well as all the people in like the English assist chat and stuff like that, are saying like, "Hey, I played this like 15 years ago. I'm coming back to it, and there's so much new stuff, you know." And people were like reminiscing, like, "Oh, I remember when we did, you know, the beetles and bats in Garland Citadel, and you went to the Boyata Tree to do skill ups and things like that." Yeah, it just all kind of started coming back. Okay, so we need to go to J10, which is where? J10 is there. It's at E, so we have to walk through those. Okay. There is a book there. Is that a leveling book? I assume it is. I don't have a symbol for a traveler's book, and we're still on the lower levels, so I would assume that's the case. Oh, wow. I never actually got around to going up against Kieran and stuff like that. I never did anything like big group raids or anything like that. What was the most I ever did? I don't know if I ever did anything big group related. If I did, I think it was an Otter Gone or something like that. But, oh, I still have to go that direction because there is a wall there. But I unlocked all the jobs up to Dancer. What was the other job that you... Oh, and Scholar. Yeah. I think the thing that drives me the most about this game is that there's so much new stuff now on top of everything that was already in the game when I played it originally. It's like, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, there's content that's constantly talked about in the link shell for the more veteran players, going like, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. What is this? You know, the fact that you go into the thing and you go see, where was it? It was in status, currencies, you know? This was not here in the original game, you know, and it's talking about, here's all your crests, here's your beast coins. I don't even know what Valor points are. I think Valor points are the books, I think? You know, it just goes on and on. The skill points, just all this stuff. See, it just goes on and on and on. And that's just the first page. You know, there's a whole second page, which is for all the latest stuff. Yeah. Absolutely insane. It's nice that they have that tally there, though, so then you don't have to try and remember where it is. But, yeah. All right, up we go. Okay, and now we're up in the... Yeah, from what it seems, yeah. So, from what I've been able to gather, from what people have told me and everything, the first thing doing is getting a character up to 99. Getting a job up to level 99, and then you can start unlocking things through, like, story missions and things like that. Once you get far enough, it very much is gathering armor sets, because to... It's gathering arm sets to build out for the end game, more or less. I don't know how far I'd go with it, and I'm certainly not going to do it on Red Mage. Red Mage was my first pick because it's one of the standard firsts, and the guide that I was using to kind of like start out, it said go with Red Mage. Go with Red Mage to a point, because it's the easiest to get into and stuff like that. I could have started with Warrior or something like that. My favorite jobs in this game, Samurai was always a favorite. Paired up with Dancer was great, because I basically could do anything. I could sneak, I could heal, I could do all kinds of stuff previously. Now that we have trust in things, it's not nearly as big of a problem. Yeah, so since we're not finding anything, let me see here. Is there anything that I can drop off? Yeah, what the heck, we'll drop that. We won't worry about that until now, because I'll be doing leveling up stuff. Okay, so now we're on, what floor are we on? We are on the 4th floor. Okay, so now we need to, gotta go the long way around to... Which one? The G by the look of it. Okay. So that way... Okay. It's a little bit of a maze. Oh, and I moved into a new area. Therefore, I have... I don't have my people with me. So the current plan for the game is to go through all the story content as well as level all the jobs. The secondary content, the secondary goal, if I still really like the game and I still want to keep playing, is trying to get a grasp of getting all the relic weapons, getting the relic, getting the mythic, getting the Abyssian, all that jazz, and upgrading all that, because that very much is the end game of the thing. So. Oh, I completely forgot. We have maintenance. I can't read all the way back up. If we have maintenance in a certain time period, I will probably have to end stream early. I don't know. If we do, we'll jump onto a different game and we'll play it for the rest of the stream. But I'm hoping that we can do it for the rest. So I forgot that there was maintenance happening. I thought it would have been done earlier, but apparently not. Okay, next map. Okay, floor 5. End at I-10, so gotta go gotta go all the way around. Okay, so what level are these things? 2 weak. Okay, I'm still good. I've realized that 14, even though there's stuff I can still do in 14. Oh, okay, I'm good. I finished before 10, so. And that starts at 10, so. No, that starts at. Oh yeah, I should be fine. I'm MDT, which means I'm an hour ahead. That's Pacific, yeah. Yeah. So as soon as I get yeah, so I shouldn't have an issue. I'm pretty sure that they have a thing that comes up in the chat menu that said like maintenance is starting in 10 minutes or something like that, so then people know that it's coming. So if that's the case, then we can finish up on another little game, or we'll just end stream early, and we'll make up the time Thursday or something. Yeah, so there's a lot of content that 14 has available, but a lot of it's just kind of drudgery, and I've realized that I'm kind of feeling a little burned out on it, so trying to prevent that. I did very little in the game last week. Okay, and then we're trying to go to L, I think? Yeah, we're on floor 6. Southeast, okay. Yeah, when did you try playing 14? Because there's been a lot of things that have happened with 14. They're constantly reiterating and changing things up, which is always nice. Oh, Shadowbringers. Oh, okay. Shadowbringers was 5 point. We're now in 7 point. So that would have been 5 years ago, maybe? We actually need to go to J10. I'm going the wrong direction. Yeah, so it's interesting. I have likened the story and like the community sentiment to the story kind of like the MCU, Marvel's cinematic universe, oddly enough. So you started out with the original game, so you think Iron Man, if you think Hulk, and all that jazz. You get the original Avenger, then you go into Heaven's Word. That gives you like the Avengers and Iron Man 2 and things and those movies. It dips in Stormblood, which is like Thor 2 and Age of Ultron and some of the lower movies, and then it hypes back up again in Shadowbringers, and then goes up to Endwalker, and it finishes up the whole big story like Infinity Gauntlet and like the Infinity War and Endgame, and then it drops off. It then dropped off at Dawn Trail, just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe has. So let me see. Okay, so we're now on the 7th floor. We need to go to the northwest, so across the room. Still too weak. Okay. So do you play normal WoW or classic WoW? Because I've heard there's a bit of a divergence between the two versions in terms of the community that plays them. Because from my understanding, they went back with not classic. Oh, okay. And that's perfectly understandable. I think it's you already played that game because you played classic original as it was playing through. I would assume that it's people just feeding on the nostalgia, and Blizzard was more than willing to say like, hey, you know. Well, and you know, it's very interesting. I mean, if you took it in the context of Final Fantasy XI, there's a lot of people who imagined there was a golden age of Final Fantasy XI, and it was like, we don't want to go back there. And that was part of the video that I watched, is that there was a whole chunk of the community and a lot of private servers that said, hey, we like some of the quality of life stuff that the game has now, but we don't like it going above level 75, you know. You know, but people will pay for all kinds of stuff. Okay, so whoop, don't want to do that. It's the 8th floor. We're now going up at the northeast. Okay, 9th floor. Don't drop down the hole at H10. Send you back to the 7th floor. Okay. For some of the more classic games, when people got into it and the nostalgia is extremely strong and they love parts of the game, you know, when they became a no-lifer for the game or whatever is their main game, a lot of people get very comfortable in how those games feel. And then when new stuff comes up, because you need to have some form of variety, you know, they don't like the change because it doesn't fit their gameplay style or whatever. I mean, there's reasons why some people don't play like later versions, later editions of games because they feel like it's already as good as it should have been. I mean, there's lots of people who, if they could, they'd still keep playing, Halo 2 or 3 because of how good the multiplayer was. And they don't want to play 4 or 5 or Infinite because they don't feel it doesn't hit the same. There's people who like, I mean, heck, there's still people who play like Black Ops 3 and stuff like that from Call of Duty. The game's been out for like 8 years now. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they hit the spot of like, this is where it's fun. I don't want to continue forward. Now, I would like to get into Lost Ark. I would, and oh yeah, Lord of the Rings. That was another one that I briefly got into. I was like, it's just not for me. I'm a very passive Lord of the Rings person. I've watched the films. I have a couple of the games. That's kind of it. I would like to get into Lost Ark. That's one of the ones on my list of online games to try because I think I tried out the beta and I was like, this is cool. It very much felt like a game that you needed to play a controller though. I'm gonna look into that, but I will try out Lost Ark for the story at least. Is it really good? Okay, good. Well, the gameplay seemed really fun. I've never really played Diablo's games. I played a couple of versions of Diablo likes. One was called Fable, done by Tangent or something like that. Very old school. Something you very much played on Windows XP. I played Torchbearer, I think. That's another one kind of like Diablo-like. Lost Ark feels very much kind of the same style. And I played very briefly, but I thought like, oh, okay, I need to go play it on a controller. So I'm going to see if I can look up Steam recommendations for like controller input and stuff. But yeah, Lost Ark I'm going to do. Okay, it's not Dungeon Runner as I'm thinking. So it's not Diablo. It's not Diablo-like, but it had similar views and play of Lost Ark. Of Diablo. So it's isometric, lots of enemies run at you, you have skills that just kind of clock through them and stuff. I mean, that's what I remember from the beta when I played it. Because I've never played an isometric MMO, which I think would be interesting. Every MMO I've played has been a third-person game. I don't count Destiny because it actually is just an online co-op FPS. Okay, so we're now on floor 10. Keep getting distracting a little bit. Let's see. And we need to go to F6, which is... Oh, down this way. Okay. Now, does this stuff attack me at this point? Still too weak. That's right. We had Mimas in them and stuff like that. Okay, hang on a second. So we have a door here. Okay. Yeah, that was fairly quick, wasn't it? Wasn't too bad. Now it says that I have to kill Porphyrion, but this is Mimas. This is not the same character. Am I in the right area? I would assume I am. No, that's okay. You're not backseating. It's like, you have to do this, you have to do that. Oh, do I just go inside? Okay. This is not the door that I'm talking about. No, if I am kind of lost, I'm going like, what is this? Where do I go from here? Okay, yeah, here we are. He's big and dark. Yeah, Porphyrion. Okay, so I remembered why Porphyrion sounds familiar. There is a disease called the Royals disease, I believe. It's gone back through England and stuff for a long time. And it's called porphyria, and it's the madness of King George and stuff like that. It's get pale skin, your skin gets really fragile, dementia-like symptoms and stuff. Yeah. Oh, okay, that thing. Okay. Oh, yep. Just will spawn as it dies, and you can obtain by examining it. Ah, okay. So I don't even have to fight him. Sweet. Now, is that thing gonna be mad at me? No. Okay. So now I go talk to the elevator. There's an elevator that I talk to, right? This elevator. Okay. Interact with. Leave you on the blind staircase. Okay. Because this was weird. Because you went up the tower and then you had to go down to the basement. That's right. Because this kind of puts you in the center of it. And yeah, you run down a long ways. Okay. That's right, because the center is kind of cut out an inner area. I do remember this. When I played the game originally, I played keyboard and mouse. Well, just keyboard. Didn't really play with the mouse. I love the controller. The controller feels so much nicer. Even though I can't pull things up as quickly as I can on the keyboard, it feels really nice to just hold a control stick and use that for running around and everything. You have to do controller now? Yeah. Well, and okay, so I'm very much a keyboard and mouse guy, but I will play with a controller if it's like a basic platformer or something where a controller is just not. It usually is games where melee is the default attack, not like shooters and stuff like that where you need where you have a gun or something. I don't control very well. Watch my my Watchdog stuff. You can see how badly I am at shooting with a controller, but I've gotten more used to playing with a controller now that I have a decent one. I had a Steam controller for a long time. Doesn't work anymore. But having a controller, it's just nice to run around with because you get a lot more subtle control with it than you do with a mouse and keyboard. Okay, and then you have a grounds tome, and then it's that door. That's the one we need to trade to, isn't it? Open the door. And our cutscene should start here, I think? Because now we're in the basement. Yes, okay. So then I need to go to M8. Hi, big guy. Good that nothing can attack me here. Whew. Okay, M8 is the one right over here. This door. Isn't it a different door for each nation? Is that why there's multiples down here? I think that's the case. Oh, Gemma. Hey, lady! Wake up! Who are you? Not a foe, it seems. I'm glad you found me. I'm Jima, ambassador of Sandoria. You're just sent on a mission to the embassy of Juno. I see. I'm truly sorry to have had you come to such a dangerous place as this. Sorrier still that I am fool enough to tell my guard. I was struck from behind and I woke up to find myself here. To think if you hadn't happened by. It's a truly dangerous place, and not just because of the monsters. There's an ominous feel to the air. Going deeper would be folly. Take care, kind adventurer. I will leave this place while I still can. I shall meet you again at the embassy. Okay, so now we're getting out of here. But now I have access to the tower for leveling purposes. Nice. So there is nothing else in that room. And then we can run to C, and we can get out of here. Yeah, people are asking in the link chat. Yeah, thanks so much for showing up, Lucian. So I play this Tuesdays and Thursdays on stream. I do play it in the meantime. I'm on Bahamut. But please, show back in the chat whenever you'd like. I just play other games. Wednesday, tomorrow, that's going to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. I alternate between that and Helldivers on Wednesdays. On Fridays, I'm going to be finishing up the first Watch Dogs, at least the story bit. And then Mondays, I just finished up Marvel's Avengers, the live service action game that that flopped back in 2020. We'll be figuring out a new game to play on Mondays. So yeah, have a good sleep. I hope to see you around again. And opens the door. Ah, this is where it puts. Okay, and let me just do a little warp from the. Do a little bit of a walk around from down the staircase here, I think. Nice. Oh, I was wondering what those were. I thought they were crystals or something. No, they're arrows. They're arrows that point up. Sheesh. I didn't know what those were. Two and a half hours? Yeah. So we're done in an hour. So, awesome. Okay, so we're going to go back to Juno. And that takes us to Rulu Gardens, exactly where we want to go. Receptionist first, okay. Welcome back. Her Excellency has returned and is waiting for you. Come, proceed into her office. Lady Jima! Lady Jima! Here we go. Ah, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you so much for braving the dangers and finding me. You have my thanks. Now, enough formalities. I hereby assign you, Jed, to the post of attaché of the Embassy of Juno. May you apply all your powers for the sake of the motherland and her friendship with Juno. Rank 4! Ta-da! Prove yourself, and I might have need of you later. When the time comes, I hope you can help me as you did before. Cool. Okay, I need to do a slight tweak here of my things. Oh, let's go ahead and do that. We're then going to duplicate that tab. Whence the wind blows. Yep, this is the one. And tile this up. Okay, so I need to apparently go to a... I need some crystals in. Let me look at my rank for a second here. Profile... Ooh, okay. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do... Okay, so the reason why we do... Whence the Wind Blows, which is Genkai 3, as well as the Magicite rank at 4, is because you need to get the same items. You need to get the Orcish Crest, the Quadav Crest, and the Yaguda Crest. All at the same time. For both missions. So that's why it's a big deal. This is also probably the most annoying quest ever to do, because everything, the areas you go into, they're higher level than you can ever get to. So you have to group up with people, or you just have to be really careful. And you get notorious monsters, and some of them are just horrendously annoying to do. I remember that the Quadav one is particularly terrible, which I think is Budo. Yeah. So let me see. We're going to go talk to the receptionist and see what they say. Yep, so I gotta turn in crystals to get embassy points. Now, it says here that somebody can take them. It says Molopik H10. Is it the it might be the guard over at the entrance here. Ah, yes, here. I think they can only take... Nope, they can give you... You can give any level of crystal. Good. Oh, rank points are full. They must have updated the buff to those. Sweet. That's great. That means I don't even have to spend as many crystals. What was that? That was like 3 crystals. Ice are a little different. Ice are a little higher level. Because you do... The certain ones don't get found as easily. So earth, fire, wind, earth, wind, fire, water. Those crystals all are pretty common. I think ice and lightning are like second tier because I go by price. Because the first 4 I talked about, they sell for 14 apiece. If you do ice and thunder, they sell for like 20 something apiece, and then like 24 or something like that. And then dark and light crystals are like 39 apiece or something like that. So they have different values to them. They're also harder to get because you have to go to particular areas. Help on report matter. Proceed and listen well. Okay, so we're gonna start up this quest now. Check on the ambassadorial quest. Check on the door here. Okay. Hi, remember me from 5 minutes ago? Hello! Thank you for coming, Jeff. This embassy has received a request for the Archduke of Juno to send someone for a special mission. Due to your exemplary service at Delphux Tower, I believe you are the foremost candidate. Succeed and you will honor us all, Jeff. I am optimistic you will gain the Archduke's confidence. Right away. Your deeds will shine upon us all. This is your archducal audience permit. Our friendship with the Genoans rests upon your shoulders. Luck be with you. Okay, time to go meet the Archduke. I can't wait to get some of the really fancy armor that some of the jobs have. So, you're the new attaché. I'm Camelot, Archduke of Juno. I'd like your nation's help with a certain matter. Oh, a visitor? Hello there, my name is Eldnar. Pleased to meet you. This is my brother, Dolan and Balri. Now, let us get down to business. I summoned you here for a certain mission. Have you heard word of the Shadow Lord? My sources tell me that the beastmen de Bois, Bordeaux, and Castle Ostraja are conspiring to return him to Vanadil. They seek to do so by harnessing the power of mysterious stones called magicite. To stop their nefarious plan, I want you to go to those 3 places and seize that magicite. Of course, I intend to reward you with a task of this magnitude. I will issue an airship pass upon receipt of the 3 magicite. With it, you can swiftly travel home or to any civilized land, for that matter. So they're after the magicite, are they? I wonder what this means. Take extra special care. The thought of a world without the control of beastmen makes me shudder. If the beastmen have traps waiting, first, you gotta find out as much as you can. Eldnark speaks the truth, starting by finding out what you can in town. I'm counting on you. A moment, please. Malgofar? By the order of His Grace, he decided to seek the assistance of the Tenshoto, the organization run by that Aldo fellow. His secret dispatch outlines our wishes. You'd be so kind as to deliver it to him. He's a man of many talents. Be wise to seek his acquaintance. Good luck. So the big deal about the airship is that before the home points, that was the fastest way to get to each of the nations and kind of get around the map. Unless you had the nation that had a lot of outpost teleports and stuff. Otherwise, you were kind of stuck to running through all kinds of maps and stuff like that. The reason why it's such a big deal is that you can purchase a airship pass, but it's 500,000 gil. It's 500,000. The fact that it was hard to get that much amount of money in the time when I played it originally, it was basically impossible to do. The only way you could really was beneficial is that if you had a high enough level character anyway, who had a bunch of money, and you gave it to an alt, and the alt was allowed to run around. That was the only reason for it. I can't think of a single person who actually did that, because you just did the storyline and you got it for free. Even with a bunch of hard work onto it. Now, we've seen Aldo before when we've been doing the Rhapsodies of Vanadil, which we can't touch the next one until we do rank 6. So, anyway, let's see. We need to go to Juno. We need to go to Lower Juno. And we'll go to the Mog House. Now, because of a previous... I'm trying to remember the reason why. So, I have not really talked about fame in the game. There is Fame is done, and it's kind of a hidden mechanic that you have to get explained to at some point. Fame basically is a evaluation of you as you do quests and stuff for each region. So you do one for your home nation, you can also do it for the other home nations. It allows you to activate quests for later on. It's a prerequisite to activate a lot of stuff. And there's quests that you can do that you can repeat considerably, and it will raise your rank up. And so some stuff is hidden behind rank scale, meaning that you have to go get rank, meaning go do quests and stuff like that, to raise your rank to the point of, oh, you're an important enough person, we can now give you this quest. Kind of an interesting idea. I'm glad they don't do it anymore, as it's a pain. But I needed to go into... Oh, that's right. It was to do the artifact armor. Okay, so one of the artifact armor things you do is... what is his name? Borgert's gloves. It's what you do for all the armor. It's what you do for all the hand armor. So my equipment, these gloves, I had to go get. So you actually do a specific quest. You go and find one of his pieces of armor. You then have to go, which you have to go grab from wherever it tells you. Then you have to go into Castle's Vale, which you go into the basic entrance of it, I think, and you go fight a dark sprite. It would be a dark elemental, I think, in this one. It would be Sprite in 14. You get those, you come back, and he gives you the armor. For the first one ever, you actually have to go get the toolbox that is needed. Well, the toolbox is in the Tent Shoto. So, Tent Shoto is kind of like, I wouldn't say pirates, but they're kind of black market, I would say. So think like a smuggler's guild or something similar. So this is the what is it? The Blue Neptune Spire. So this is kind of the front for them. So I did this off screen. So you can buy some stuff here. There's some food that you can get. So you can get rice balls, you can get eel kebabs, you can get garlic cracker. Some of the stuff is actually pretty nice to have. When you get here, if you talk to her, there's a third hidden option. You can click down and say, oh, you want to know about the hidden thing? Well, we can't let you in unless you get a certificate. So when I found a quest that I could do, which was trading zinc ores, and it raised my fame up enough that I was able to activate it. So I have gotten a pass. And so I can go into this back room, which would stay locked for you otherwise. And says, okay, now you can go into the back here. So the Tent Shoto also has links to kind of the Far East, so you're seeing a lot of this armor here. I'm trying to remember what this armor set is. It's a really cool set. The red armor stuff. I can't remember. I had it for Samurai and Ninja for a while. It's like level 40 something. I don't remember what the level is. But yeah, it was this gal I had to talk to here. But since we're here, is there someone specific we talked to? Talk to Aldo inside the Neptune Spire Inn. Is he further down? No. I assume he's in one of the doors or something here. Yeah, he's probably in this door. So you can also buy other items here. This is where you can get like ninja tools and stuff like that. Based on your rank, based on your fame, more or less. Ah, Aldo, here he is. For those of you who don't remember, the cinematic at the beginning of the game, we found Aldo was a kid. We saw Aldo as a kid. Here he is grown up. But we only know him by the name, nothing else. So you're the new diplomatic attaché. What, you've got a secret letter from the Archduke? Well, let me see it. I think he looks rather suave. Got the side cloak and everything. I see. Thanks for getting this to me. Says I'm supposed to tell you about Magicite. Magicite is found deep inside Castle Odrza, Devoy, and Bordeaux. But those places are thick with beastmen, and those beastmen are quite cunning. You'll need this to get inside Bordeaux. Aldo. Verena. Oh. What is it, Brenna? Can't you see I have a guest? I know. That's what it's about. I heard the Archduke has made a statement. He's ordered all beastmen out of Juneau. You must not think it's safe to have them around anymore. What? I think those creeps in the palace are a lot worse than any beastmen we have here. It's like they're wearing masks. You can't tell what they're thinking. Their eyes are like cold stones. You're not going to follow that order, are you? Well, I know how you feel, but with beastmen on the rampage out there, we can't blame people for feeling jittery about the ones in here. You've heard about all of that, have you? Yeah, I heard, but the beastmen in town haven't ever hurt anybody. I know that, Verena, but I don't think the average Genoan would agree. No. Maybe it's a wise thing to do. You know, taking action before things get out of hand. Well, I'll see if I can think up a better alternative. Don't worry, I'll be the last guy to chase them out of town. Okay, you promised, remember? Verena. Oh! Pickblix! It's a goblin. Picky! Picky? Are you alright? Weird thing to ask. I'm always alright. How about you? You look pale. So, goblins don't have the gobby speak that they have in 14, which is sad. I find it really enduring, honestly. Oh, no, I'm fine. Oh, all right. Well, let's get going. Okay. So there is a shop down the road, down the corridor, that is full of beastmen. I think it's just goblins. Yeah, we'll run past there really quick because there is a quest to increase your. There's a quest chain. Sorry, let me correct myself. That increases your inventory, and it's called Gobby Bag quests. And that's something that I will work on. I don't know if there's a story to. Oh, sorry, I've got the hiccups now. I don't know if there's a story attached to it at all. Right now I can hold 30 items. You can max it to 80, so it's a lot. It's 5 points each time you do a quest there. But they basically you have to go out and get like really rare items to get it to work more or less. But yeah, let's go run past that store so you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, unlike the other limit breaks that I've done, I am not going to be finishing up this limit break off stream because there's actually a lot of important story attached to this. So, as you go to each of the locations, you find out a little bit more about the story as well as some beastman lore and stuff, I think. So, if we do, as we wait for Thursday to roll around, I will not be touching them. I will be doing them purely on stream. So next stream, it's all going to be doing this quest, I'm sure. Yeah, so here we are. So we have some. So I think these are. So there's goblins, which are these ones here. Creepsticks and Stinknicks are goblins. Bluffnicks is a goblin. I think Dupladoc here. He's a different version of goblin because he has different colored armor and stuff like that. And Chatnacock and Goldicrick, I think they're Ottergon goblins. I know that there are moblins, and their armor is reddish. It's more red than anything. Final Fantasy XIV doesn't really distinguish goblins between themselves, except for the Alliance raid in Heavensward, where you have the Illuminati goblins, because they wear all black armor and stuff like that. For the most part, goblins in this game, they actually have distinct areas. They're different variety, which I think is kind of cool. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm following the guide here. Okay. Unfortunately, I really need to use the bathroom. So, I will be gone for a couple minutes here. I was hoping I didn't have to go until the end of stream, but calling a saying now. So I will be back in a few minutes. Sit tight, enjoy the music. I don't know how far we're going to get into this. I don't know if we'll even start. We'll at least get out to one of the locations and get going. Maybe, just maybe, we could actually sneak one away. It looks like Bordeaux is one of the ones that they want me to do first, so we'll see. Anyway, be right back. And I am back. Whew. Okay. So, let's see here. Beginning one we need to go through, we are starting with... Okay, preliminary trade the Kodov Charm, Kodov Augury Shell. Okay, travel to Bodov. Okay, so I have already made the travel to one of the regions. So we will go ahead and do a warp over to that area, and we will continue on. Okay, travel, current region, the Rulud Gardens, the Mog House. Okay. So each of the Beastmen strongholds, they each have a unique mechanic base to them, and that's what makes these annoying. Okay, we want to change this. This is going to be our set to our home point. Yes. Okay, so this guy that's right here, he has the later versions of Red Mage Artifact. It looks so cool. Actually, just for a second here, can we see what he's wearing? Okay. Interesting. Unfortunately, I can't see what his armor is, what the armor he's using is, which is a little sad. At least as far as I know. I don't know how to check that. So, anyway, we are now going to run to... Is it Durfland? I think it is. Okay, so, Crawler's Nest we've been to. Rollenberry Fields is the way you go out of Lower Juneau, and you end up in here. You end up here at this location. Oh, there we go. There's our system thing. Okay. So we're going to go grab the Pashal marshlands, and we're going to get our warp to Bordeaux, because I have not been there yet. I've already been to Devoy twice. I've been to Castle Ostrija because I had to go there for artifact armor, but I've not been here. So, Ah, and it's raining here, so we get another thing. So the reason why we're getting these little things with like the so and so light, I can feel its power run through me. So I end up getting the Carbuncle's Ruby, which is a random drop from leeches, I think. And basically after you do the original quest to start out, you basically have to go around and experience all of the different weather types, and certain regions of the world have it show up at certain points. So we've run into lightning, heat, rain, sandstorms. So I still need a couple other ones, and I have to keep track of all those because I have to get all of them for the next bit of the quest to activate. I am not trying to get those, but it doesn't hurt if I get them passively. So. And I don't know if there's a way to actually check see which ones I've gotten so far. One way or another. At some point, then I will have I can continue on with a particular. I think it tells me to go to a certain location, and you can then unlock the summoner side quest. I'm going to try to avoid doing that bit until it's on stream. And yes, I'll be unlocking all the jobs, and I will be leveling all the jobs and everything that entails. So, anyway, this is Pashal Marshlands. After you leave Rolandberry Fields, you end up here. Hot Marsh, Hex Marsh, Hot Marsh, and Hoax Marsh. And then Lure Marsh. Goobdoos! Gooboos! You guys remember these guys from 14? Yeah. They originated here. A lot of the creatures' designs from 11 made it into 14. Because it honestly was faster to do that than try to come up with brand new stuff. Now, they have come up with new stuff, but a lot of the base creatures, they're still here. So, there's a Malboro. Malboros have changed a bit in design. They have not stayed one particular design. But yeah. And also, when you come up to games like this, usually later times you will find creatures that have the same model, but they're different names and they're different levels. So, gadflies, we've seen the flies before in Valkyrie Dunes. We've seen the rabbits. These are bog bunnies. The goblins are all named. We have not seen Gobus before. We've seen the crawlers before. So these ones are carnivorous crawlers. Okay, so this is a Quidov. I don't remember if I did this on stream. These are the beastmen for Bastok, and they're turtles, basically. And they're named after gems. Gems and age is what they do. So you have greater Quidovs, you have old Quidovs, you have young Quidovs, but then we'll get into other ones where they're like, yeah, copper Quidov. Yeah, so they will be minerals and precious jewels. So garnet and sapphire and stuff like that. It comes a bit more apparent in inside Bordeaux itself. So. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run down here and through this area and get to Bordeaux. And for somebody who played the original character as a Bastok nation, as a Bastok native, I remember the Quidov specifically. I don't remember them fondly, like I could remember any beastman fondly, but I remember them quite strongly. See, brass, copper. Okay, we are now in Bordeaux. This muddy swampland that the Bordeaux live in. Now, there should be a book here. There is. Good. Okay, so now I can come back here. Bronze, copper, all this good stuff. So, it's currently 5 after 9. I don't think we're gonna get through this this whole time because we have to. So I believe we have to fight. Yeah. So you have to get a bunch of items to trade to get other items to continue on for each of the sections. It can get a bit complex. So. Oh, it looks like there's items that I have to get before I can even do Bordeaux. So we'll do those. Yeah. It would really suck to get through all this area and not be able to do anything because I haven't gotten items. So we will do this first. So let me read this for a minute here. Yeah, so this is really complex because there's things that there's like there's like items I have to get that will get then traded for other items that I can trade for the key items that I need to actually get to where I need to go. So it gets complicated quick. And this is 2 separate quests. This is for getting the limit break as well as doing the Magicite mission. So that's why it's hard. Okay, so we're going to try and get the Quidov Charm and the Quidov Augury Shell. That's what we will be trying to get. So we're going to go ahead and summon our trusts. We're also going to activate Composure and buff ourselves up, and we will continue on. Toto. Let me see. Yeah, we'll get 10 then. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go to exit A. Not hard. The problem is with these areas is that there's also multiple floors. So sometimes it can be hard to read them. So we're going to be entering this beginning area, which is not the extra hard stuff. That is one of the notorious monsters. So it's interesting because you actually go along here. You go into the bottom, which gets harder, and then you actually show up back up on top of these little hills and stuff to continue on. So that's what we're going to be doing. See, there's one. There's a garnet Quadab up there now. There's a silver. Okay. Go down following the north right wall to examine the mute at G7. Need to go down a little further. Let the map change. Not there yet. Okay, now we're down here. Okay, so the mechanic here is that we have two things. We have something called a mute and an afflictor. So this is why this one's particularly annoying, is because you actually have to mute yourself, so then the afflictor doesn't curse you. Curse is actually one of the more nasty status effects. But the reason why it's annoying is because you have to be silent. You can't cast magic. Therefore, half the jobs are more or less pointless to fight with because they can't use their magic. So, okay. Let me go, hang on a second. North right wall. And H7, which is that one. Okay. You pass the afflictor. Map 2, and go back up to map 1 through B. Okay, so I know where we're going now. Okay, so we're going to go to the right. Talk to this thing. The mute. And it says silence. Now, I don't know why the mechanic is that you have to be silent. You have to be silenced for the afflictor to not hit you with curse. I would assume it's something along the lines of no person can speak. You feel cold. Yep, so this is where the curse would actually trigger. Feel a little lightheaded, but only briefly. You feel normal again. I think we can get rid of our... You can actually cure your silence, I think. I don't have a race, so I can't do that. Actually, I can't cure my silence because I can't cast spells. So you'd have to have something like Echo Drops or something, I think. May actually make that work. We're high enough level now, I don't think there's going to be much of an issue. And only I get silenced. I'm pretty sure my party does, my trusts do not. If they do, I'm in trouble. But we'll see. So now we're in B. To the elevator floor of E10. Elevator floor of E10. Which is, okay, it's the ramp, I think. So run all through here until we get to the ramp, then we can get up on top here. And that's right, you have afflictors and mutes in this area as well. So if you got rid of it, you have to reapply it. Run over here. Not that direction. This way. I remember there were high-level players who actually could be hired to guide lower-level players to get their limit breaks done. And the limit breaks, the one-time thing that you do, I remember just being traumatized by these things. I don't know why. It wasn't really that bad, but I guess the fear of getting killed and then, you know, getting people mad at you because you got killed or whatever, it always was nerve-wracking. I think I just took the games a little too seriously back when I played them. Okay, so now we're okay. Okay, travel the elevated path to I-9 and find and defeat DevView Headhunter. It drops up to 4 Quidov charms. Okay, so we now need to be up here and go to I-9, which is I-9 way over, like, next to D. Yeah, so we're gonna loop a left. We're gonna follow this along. See, now we're getting zircon and silver, garnets. Everything's too weak to be worthwhile, apparently. So I'm not concerned. If you're doing this by yourself, ooh, that's a different tale altogether. But oh, and while we're here, is there a notorious monster I could get in Bordeaux? Region 2? Zoclow, Black Cloud, this guy. Let's do that, because I can actually fight him. Come here, you. Yeah, because everything around me is not worthwhile, I can only imagine that the level is not that much higher than what you would be expecting normally. I guess refresh on myself again. Lost my blink. Oh, there we go. And I got a marine hat. Nice. The item in question, marine hat. It just gives you benefits against fire, and yeah, that's not amazing, but it's better than nothing. It's slightly better than what I have for the studded helm or whatever. What is it? The studded bandana? Studded bandana, yeah. So 11. It's not even better. Never mind. Huh. Oh well. Getting that done is nice though. Getting that getting that done. So okay, then we just keep running along here until we find Headhunter. Up there he is. That's our guy. Okay. Got a Quidov charm. So I have the Quadrature. Good. Okay. We need to keep running along here until we find that NM that I showed you guys earlier. Because we need to get him for the augury shell. His name is Gobu Gascon. Oh, there's another one. Dada 100 Mask. That's another one. And notorious monsters always say that their strength is too impossible to gauge. Unfortunately. Now, where is he? F6. Okay, so he's, like, up by A. I do wish that there was a spell or something that makes your movement speed faster. I want to say that there is a spell or something. Because now there are abilities, but those are limited to specific jobs. Thief specifically has Quicken, I think? Or Flee? I think it's Flee, which makes him go faster. But I want to say something like Quicken made you go faster, made you walk faster. I don't remember though. It was a much later spell that you get. Oh, did I move past him? Where is he? Am I an F6 or G6? I'm an H6. Okay, so I need to keep moving on. That's right, because we walked past him like really early. I probably could have pulled him down from off the shelf with a magic spell. Magic can be a little finicky with this one. Because line of sight does not mean I can see him within like up or down. Sometimes vertical has issues with it as well. There is like an angle of how far you can pull it. Okay, so he should be right around here. He's around the other side of the hut. Where are ya? Someone might have gotten him earlier? Possibly. So we might have to wait for him to respawn if he's not here. It's not over there. Yeah, because we saw him here. So he should be here, and I'm guessing somebody might have killed him. Yes, we might have to wait for a couple minutes. Well, this is annoying. Well, darn it, someone probably killed him. Oh, there he is. He's respawned. Boy, it does. Boy. I'm trying to remember how it goes. Boy, it disturbs me to see you, Gascon, getting all slashed up with swords. All right, so those are 2 characters. We also need to get coral meat. We're going to go do that. And those are all the items that we need to do for Bordeaux. I will need to do a quick look through and see what else we need to get for some of the later areas. So what we're doing is we're getting the items that we need to trade to people in Juneau to get other items we need to go further into the dungeon. Convoluted as heck. Okay, so now we're going to teleport ourselves over to the Maraftod Mountains, which is in Kolshushu. No, it is not. It is in Argano? Yes. Okay. While we're traveling, I'm going to take a quick look and see what else needs to be found. Because some of these items are needed to get the Magicite, and some of them are needed to get the because we're trying to get the crest. So, okay. Looks like nothing really for Voy. Okay. Lie! Out of my face. Okay. So let's just find... It looks like we just need coral meat. So, we will need to find corals. Out. I don't know where you find corals in Maratov Mountains. So give me a second here. Will I look them up? Okay, so they're in specific areas. It looks like they're potentially dropped from over here. Oh, I also could check. View house, view my mog sack. Do I already have meat? I don't. Okay. Oh, no, it's not my sack. It's my mog case. Never mind. Okay, so I have giant sheep, meat. Okay, no, I don't. Okay. We're gonna run over here, because apparently they're over in this area, as well as towards Sanctuary of Zeta, which we'll go to eventually. Sanctuary of Zeta, where the Esha is, when we did Rhapsodies of Vanity. There should be corals around here, near the boggarts. Ah, here we are. There's a coral. Now, do we just need one meat? I think that's all we need. Yep, just one. Pop off. And I got a slice of coral meat. Fantastic. Exactly what I needed to do. Okay. Oh, I need to go to Upper Juneau, actually. Wait a minute here. Talk to Bauden in the southwest corner of Upper Juneau. Boy on short steps, it says. Oh, this guy. Here he is. Say, are you heading to Devoy? Then you'll need this crest of Devoy. You can't break the inner seal without it. Why don't you trade this for a slice of coral meat? What do you say? Do it for the crest. All right, thanks. You can find corals in Saramok campaign. Way ahead of you, kiddo. I have like a mayfly or something in here. Some kind of tiny little thing that wants to fly around my face. Ah, yes, this is what I needed. Thanks. All right, here's the crest of Devoy, just as I promised. What? You want to know what I'm going to use the slice of coral meat for? Do I want to know? To tell the truth, my sister's not well. Hey, Audia, it's me. Remember? I want meat. Bring me a slice of coral meat, drenched in bright red blood. Quickly, make haste or I'll devour you. Okay. I brought you some, so don't give me that evil look anymore. Hey. Ah, such delicious looking meat, the fat, so perfectly marbled. Goes off and eats it. Fresh meat. My sister was so nice before she got sick. She was looking forward to marrying Albert. One day after she came back from a picnic with Lista, she got a headache and stayed in bed. Then she got like that. Everybody says she's under some kind of curse. Albert's been praying at the temple every day, hoping for relief. Sure, the crest would lift the curse, but it didn't work either. I don't think she's cursed at all. She's never done anything bad to get cursed like that. Oh, Adia. I don't like to show you like this, but I don't know what to do anymore. The fiance of yours, Albrecht, is always at the temple. So I believe that starts a quest up. We will come back to that quest in a minute. In a minute here. Let's see. Actually, do a quick check on the quests itself. Current Juno. Doesn't even show up. This is the goddess temple. Okay. I thought it would be in there. Apparently it's not. Up to another low, current region, Lower Juno. The Mog House. Yes. Okay, we're going back to the Tenshoto area. I need to talk to this little guy here. Wait, so all you got from Aldo was the silver bell? Kind of stingy-wingy of him, don't you think? There's a place in Bordeaux where you need a coruscant rosary and a black matinee necklace just to get in. If you want, we can try to hook you up. Tell you what, I'll trade you a coruscant rosary for a Quidov charm, and I'll let you have a black matinee necklace if you find me a Quidov augury shell. I'll trade those to him. Okie dokie, here you go. Oh, I think I need to do separate trades. Okay, so the Coruscant Rosary. Okie dokie, here you go. And now we have our necklaces. These are key items, so I will not be losing them, I think. Oh, didn't get it. Darn it. Yeah, it stinks. Okay, and then we need to go talk to Mukvix in the junk shop. Eventually, I'll need to start looking into the Gobby Bag quest and try working on those. At least get started. An enigmatic contrivance hovers in silence. Weird. What a peculiar sentence. Okay. Now. I think we go in the back room here. Ah. That's Snignix. Gutrix, Mukvix, and Pawkrix. That's to Ostrija. What do you go there for? Well, you can go get killed for all I care. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But hey, you gotta have a good torch to get in there. And not just any old torch. You need a special one from a tree on the summer champagne. And what do you know? We're all out of the stuff. Maybe Ficky's got some extra. He stops by Ostrija once in a while. He's out on the streets again, ain't he? I can never figure out what he's do so buddy-buddy with all them people. That's right, I didn't talk to... Didn't talk to someone specifically. I missed a person. I have to find a Paya Sabia. Oh, he might be in a different area. He might be in Upper Juno. Here we are. This is who we're looking for. Looks like a Taro kid. I'm helping Verena and Vicky grow flowers. We water them every day. I sure hope they bloom soon. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Verena. So, still no sprout, huh? I know, it's such a bummer. I water them every day, though. They'll never grow. Water them all you want. No way Vicky's seeds will ever sprout here in Juno. Ever. Look, why don't you just hush? You never know till you try. Oh, you're always on Vicky's side, aren't you? I think they'll sprout. Huh? Everyone talks to me now that I planted them. That makes me so happy. So even if the flowers never bloom, it was still good. Vicky. Whatever. I have to go back to Mux. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, Figplix. I'm going home too. Hope they sprout you out tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for everything. And thanks for bringing the fertilizer, Geva. Whatever, I'm not doing it for you. Let's get snotty. Alright, anyway. Now we go to Lower Juno. That's such. Muck, I'm home. I'll speak of the devil. Hey, you got a torch on you. Yeah, I've got one. Well, cough it up for this tough guy right here. No problem. I'm just gonna head out to Castle Usher right away. Hey, what are you trying to say? I never asked you to head out there. I was just playing with Verena, but she's feeling down, and I know why. The beasties outside town are getting restless. That makes Verena worried, so I'm going to Astra to ask them to settle down. I think the beasties outside can get along with people, like I could with Verena. I really believe so. Yeah, maybe you got a point there. Well, I'm off. Hey, Vicky? Yeah, Muck? You be careful out there. I'll be okay. Don't listen to me. Yeah, my generation can't forget the war, so it's real hard to relate. But you kids don't remember none of that, so I think you can bridge the gap. Yeah, for all of us. Vicky? Is Vicky here? Hey, you just missed him. Said something about going to Castle Ostrija. Didn't see him going his way in here? No, it's just some adventurers said they were going out to hunt beastmen, so I got so worried. I always told him to stay here in town. I told him if people found him in dungeon somewhere, might mistake him for a bad beastman, and then they'd... Ain't nothing you can do. That kid's a beastie, and even the people in this town give us the cold shoulder. Well, he don't belong out there, none either. I still think he's safer out there than in here. So worried about him. That girl understands things that only beasties do. Maybe Vicky and her can break down the walls that keep us apart. I just hope they watch out for those guys craving that mysterious power. Oops, hey, forget about that. Okay. It's this tiny, itsy bitsy bug. Just a speck. It's really hard. Yeah. So it doesn't look like you actually need anything for Devoy, surprisingly enough. Anyway, that's all we're going to do for tonight. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So next time, we will do the Magicite quest alongside Genkai 3. and we will get those done and unlocked. And depending on how that goes, we might end up going on to the rank 5 mission, which I believe is going to fight the Shadow Lord. So, but I don't know how that entails, but we will see on Thursday. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the rental room here in Juneau. And we will close out for today. So. Alrighty. We made some good progress today. And I'm very happy about that. Did anything sell? Nope. That's fine. That's okay. Do a quick house thing though. I want to take the sack. I want to put in the meat jerky that I have here so I can free up a spot. All right. So. Okay. I would like to thank everybody who showed up today for the stream. I really do appreciate it. I like that I'm getting a little bit of interest while I'm playing the game, and I hope that continues. So, for the people who followed, Glucian, thank you so much. I hope to see you again in the chat soon. It was nice chatting with you. Like I said, guys, I play every evening. So, depending on the night is the game that we'll be playing. The schedule is also active, as well as on the About page below. So, always jump down and see me when I'm live. I always appreciate it when you guys drop by. Tomorrow, we'll be playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is another week where we're just kind of work at getting stuff done, getting challenges and achievements done. So yeah, we'll see kind of how it goes with that. I'm hoping to kind of drop back and forth between starfighters and land battles and stuff like that. It usually is a pretty chill for the Star Wars Battlefront stuff, so that's what we'll be going with. We'll be back into Final Fantasy XI on Thursday, doing all that stuff. So, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to get that done. And just continue on playing the game and doing the missions and all that jazz. Because that would just be great. So, once again, I would like to thank you guys for being here, for showing up, for watching, either during the stream or post-stream on the YouTube archive. I really do enjoy doing this with you guys. As little or as much as you guys watch, I do appreciate it. And it never hurts to say hi in the chat. I like to try and be very hospitable and very kind to people, and like to have a laugh as well. So if you come in with some good humor, we'll vibe along just fine. But it is getting late. I am running over by about 20 minutes. So we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to be playing again tomorrow. I hope you guys will be there. If you're not, I'll see you Thursday. If not, then I'll see you for the culmination of Watch Dogs on Friday. We're having some game shift now, so we'll see what gets kind of selected and picked up for the next set of games, and we're just going to keep ourselves trekking through this. So anyway, I would like to say good night. Take care. Have fun. I hope your week's going well, and I hope that your week stays going well for the remainder days. So until then, good night and take care.